got messed up, so I'm back here again to try another time. Because I don't give up, do I? No! So, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna jam the fuck out here, and we're gonna feel real good today. Right? Right. Alright, let's do it. Let's first say our thanks. Thank you for our life today. Thank you for our health today. Thank you for all of the beautiful things that we have to enjoy today. And thank you for our breath, and our medicine, and our family, and our home, and our food. Thank you so much. We love you. Woo! We love you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for this day. Thank you for our experience. Thank you for our moments. Thank you for our memory. Thank you for being able to, for me to be able to connect with you right now. Thank you for being able to connect with me right now. I love you. Thank you, LS Dream, for this beautiful song today. What is up, Emily? How are you doing today? Miss you. Love you. So, oh, and congratulations on your car. That thing is so sweet. So, hope you're doing well today. And wherever you are today, let's have a great day. Beautiful energy, beautiful love, beautiful life. Let's do it.
This is a malfunction.
Enjoy the music. I try to like jam out with you guys and bring some of my vibe into your world. So I hope you enjoy that. You guys are the best. It's cool that we can't really be with each other, but we can also be with each other. And that's what's fun. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being with me. I know you don't have to be, so thank you. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of what I'm doing. Thank you. I really like the instrumental music. You don't always have to have words to have a good song, right? Sometimes it's about the music itself that really brings out the emotions or the feelings within you. Not so much the words sometimes. So I encourage you to listen to more instrumental type music and just let it see how it makes you feel. How does this song make you feel? For me, it makes me feel empowered. I feel strong. I feel like I could do anything and conquer it all. That there's nothing to fear, right? No more fear. No more fear. That's the key. That's the goal right now. That's what we're heading towards. No more fear. That's the feeling I get from this song. Moisturize this thing, man. It's all dry.
System malfunction.
the sun out good too. I don't have to wear sunglasses anymore, which is nice. Thank you, LS Dream, for your jam with us today. Yeah, I was talking about my hat, so I don't have to wear sunglasses anymore. I used to wear sunglasses a lot of my life, and at a certain point, like, I felt like it was actually hurting my eyes. It was, I don't know what it was doing, but like, I would have to wear them all the time, and if I wasn't wearing them, I would have to squint all the time. I would get headaches, and I said, this isn't right. So I really started making it a point to try not to wear sunglasses as much as I could. Where I used to wear baseball caps a lot, but with my hair now, I don't really do that. So I was looking for other options, and this type of hat like this is amazing. You can be outside and as bright as the sun can be, and you don't have to wear sunglasses, and that's really nice. It's important to try to be as natural as possible in life. This came up in some thoughts the other day. Living a natural life versus an unnatural life, and meaning we're kind of living with the elements, so to speak, and allowing our bodies to be what they are, versus always trying to mask those things, cover those things up, hide from those things, and move away from those things. We want to embrace those things. If, the thought that came to my mind was, we're walking around each day and we wear our socks and our shoes, and eventually our socks get stinky and sweaty and uncomfortable in our shoes, right? Well, none of that is supposed to ever be, because we're supposed to just be barefoot, right? And your feet wouldn't get sweaty and clammy and sore and these things, right? Because you just be walking around on the ground. So we try to like cover up all these things. We put ourselves in a box in our houses, and so we don't feel the wind, we don't feel the temperature. We're not connected at all to nature, pretty much. We cover our bodies up with clothes, and we lock ourselves inside of a home each day, or a building of some sort, and so we literally disconnect ourselves from nature and the elements every single day. And I'm just as guilty. So I'm trying, and I try to do what's called grounding as much as I can, which is getting outside with your bare feet and just connecting with nature, allowing your feet to be in the grass or the dirt, not on the cement, because that doesn't matter, that doesn't count, but on the dirt, okay, on the actual earth itself, and just giving your body and yourself some time to connect and be one with what you are, which is nature. You are nature, and what we're doing is we're kind of cutting ourselves off from ourself, which is kind of a weird thing. So let's stop doing that, and let's focus on being as natural as possible. Obviously we need to stay healthy and hygienic and clean and those types of things, but there also has to be a balance with the connection that we have with life, and not just putting ourselves in a bubble and saying, well, I'm safe now, and that's good enough. Because really what you're doing is your body's not happy with that, your cells aren't happy with that, and whether you realize it or not, you're not happy with that. And because you're not in your natural environment, you're not absorbing the energy and the life that is all around you, you're cutting yourself off from it. So we don't want to do that. So let's focus on that. And the description or the title I had for this video today was No More Fear, and that is the theme today, and moving forward. I know that it's very easy to find 1,000,001 different reasons to be afraid, to be scared, but I think we all know what the right thing to do is, and I think we all know when it's time to do it. We can put things off because we're afraid, but when it's presented right in front of your face and you don't have time to make a choice, most of us are going to do the right thing, and we're going to put that fear aside, and we're gonna jump, take that leap, so to speak. As the waterfall's still 100 yards away, it's easy to be timid and say, I'm afraid and I can't move. But when the waterfall's 10 feet in front of you, like, what are you doing? You have to do something. We can't commit to giving up. We can't commit to quitting. That's not a, in my mind and in my world, that is not a valid option. It's selfishness is what it is. You have an opportunity to live life and have an experience, but also grow. You don't know what the result of your growth will be until you achieve that. And so by not allowing yourself to realize what that growth will be, because you're going to keep committing, it's just a failure. It's a failure. And I know that word might be hard to hear, but guess what? I've failed a million times, and I continue to do that. We all do that. It's not a word that we should be ashamed of saying or feeling. It's no different than if your teacher gave you a test and you didn't pass. If you didn't pass, you failed, right? Does that mean you need to equate yourself with a failure? No. It just means that you didn't succeed in that moment the best that you could have. So I want us to stop getting upset about the word fail and failure, and stop labeling ourselves that way just because we may have not succeeded. The idea is that nobody's perfect. Okay, so we have to make mistakes. We have to fail so that we can learn more, so that we can pass and succeed. And so if you're failing, that means you're trying, doesn't it? Yes. So you should be proud of yourself. What we want to do is take those failures, put them in a nutshell, and say, what went wrong here? Why didn't I succeed here? And now you can take that forward. Just like if you had a multiple choice question and you say, oh, which one was the wrong answer, which one was the right answer? Well, now moving forward, the next time that question comes up, you should be self-educated enough, because of the work that you did, to know the answer to that question now, right? And that's the idea. And then you succeed, and then you've passed, and you're not failing anymore, because you learned. You've taken what you've learned, and now you're applying it. That's what this is all about. So we have to stop being afraid of taking that leap, of really diving deep within ourselves and within life, this life that we're living in, and saying, I have some work to do. I have some things inside me that don't feel good, and I need to get those out because it's affecting me. Okay, and it's hindering my progress and my happiness. And so I have work to do. And I'm not going to be afraid to do that anymore. I'm not going to be afraid to speak up. I'm not going to be afraid to be honest and tell the truth. Because the longer I continue to hold the pain within, the quicker I'm dying. The quicker I'm failing. The more that I'm being sick. The more that I'm in pain. Okay? Nobody deserves that. We don't deserve that. Even if you feel like you're the one that's been causing all kinds of problems in other people's lives, guess what? You can make it right. Dive in, do some work, apologize, say I'm sorry, prove that you're sorry. And if you're on the opposite side and you're someone who life has been awful to you and it's just one thing after another, again, forgive yourself, forgive the situations. You can't go back and change them, right? So what we can do is forgive them. We can say we lived through it, we're still alive today, and we're making it a point and a commitment to be healthy and happy. So we forgive those situations. So we all have work we can do, and you don't need to wait for somebody else to give you that permission, okay, or that validation. You can do that. You are the one that can do that, and you are the one that's supposed to do that. So a great way to start, and not even start, just a great way to operate in general, is to write. Okay? You may not think you're a writer, but I bet you've written something in your life at some point, and that means you can do it. And so what writing does is really, really amazing. As we keep moving forward as a people, we're going to really start understanding this self-communication with ourselves, and how that works, and what it means, and how we can utilize it, how we can actually use it. And what I found is it's through writing. I mean, you can talk to yourself, speak with yourself, but when we write, it's like it's more than yourself trying to give you an answer. It's that things are coming out that you wouldn't even have thought of until you write it. And that's what's amazing. And it's happened so many times over and over again through my experience. Is I think I'm going to start writing about a certain subject or a thought or a question that I'm posing to myself, and as I keep writing, it gets to where it was supposed to always be. It gets to the point. It gets to the underlying issues. I end up giving myself tips and insights into how I'm feeling and why I'm feeling that way, and what I can do to be better and improve. So I've had a couple close people in my life now that I've encouraged to start writing, and they have, and it's been amazing to watch the things that they have brought to the surface and been able to discover and uncover within themselves. And it's amazing. And also it allows you to express yourself in a way that just by thinking in your own head you can't do. By writing, you can really express yourself any way you want. Be as loud as you want to be, and guess what? No one can even hear you because it's just on the paper. Right? It's amazing, and I love it. So I would encourage you to start writing. If you don't know what to start writing, ask yourself a question and then write the answer. It's the easiest way to do it. You could literally write right now, how are you feeling today? And then write your answer, but don't just stop with the answer. Give an explanation. Dive a little deeper into that, and what you're going to see is now you're starting to flow in your writing. Oh wow, now I've got a little paragraph. Oh wow, now I've got a whole page. Wow, now I just wrote 3 pages just because I asked how I was doing today. 3 pages of all these things that I needed to get out, all these feelings that I'm so grateful that I was able to express now. So keep writing, and let's keep moving away from the fear. Okay, there's nothing to fear. One of the most cliche phrases is nothing to fear except fear itself. Why? Because there's nothing to fear. You know, it's a scam. You know, we are the ones that are good at scaring each other, right? We can jump out, we make scary movies and things. We do that. We set up the fear, okay? But we can also like move on from it and say, hey, you know what? It's fun during Halloween, but we don't really need to live our lives in fear because it doesn't help us. We're stronger than that. We're better than that. There's no creepy crawlies behind the shadows and around the corners, right? It's all good. We need to stop with this poisonous way of thinking. The poisonous way of thinking is what makes our reality poisonous. And I'll be quoting that later. That's a brilliant one. But it is this poisonous way of thinking, and we have to have a healthy way of thinking. We have to stop being afraid of the dark and say, you know what? It's just my bedroom and my bed. There's no one in the closet. There's no one underneath the bed. It's all good. Once you let that, see how like you can't even go to sleep when you're in that mindset, but once you let that go, it's like you first start, you're asking yourself, why was I even wasting my time on all that? But there's a freedom. There's a feeling of weightlessness now. There's no pressure around the room. There's no scariness or ickiness or darkness or fear. It's I can breathe and just close my eyes and go to sleep. Why? Because I now understand something, and I learned something, and I self-educated, and I figured it out, and I'm committed to that now. Once I learn, I'm committed to that. I'm not going to go back and say, oh, I need to learn that again. No, I learned it already. So I'm going to commit to that. And every time I go in my room and shut my light off, I'm not going to be afraid. I'm going to be proud of myself. Laying down with a smile on my face. So let's continue to be positive, be helpful, be kind, be caring, and be fearless. Fearless doesn't mean being a fool. It means you're not allowing fear to control you. Okay? You're in control. That's what we're focusing on. So I love you. I hope wherever you are today, you have a beautiful, beautiful day. And again, I just want to let you know I'm with you and I'm here with you. You got this, and I got you. I love you.